There's one easy way to get moving. It is going for that daily walk. And now you can have a walk alongside a delicious plate of pasta, because this morning Dana DiPiazza is joining one of St. Louis's top neighborhood tour guides on his latest book that takes you all around the hill. And Dana, we have to learn more about what that meant in that tease.
Yes, so probably do that.
That's right, Mary. I'm standing here this morning with Joe DeGregorio. You might have seen him maybe at the Hill before. He is there all the time, isn't that right?
Oh, yes. I'm there all the time selling my food.
That's right, and please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sonata Grbic. I'm the owner and executive chef here at Grbic Events now.
Yeah, so restaurant, events, and she's gonna show us how to cook something so delicious. But what kind of food are we dealing with here this morning?
We're dealing with sarma. And sarma is one of the national dishes of Bosnia-Herzegovina, and it's a rolled stuffed cabbage, their style.
So we have all these wonderful people here behind us. Can everybody say hello? And they are about to go on another walking tour with Joe. So he doesn't just tour you around the hill, he's also touring you where?
I do the Bosnian Cultural Center neighborhood, and I also do Dogtown, the Irish neighborhood.
That's right, so the Bosnian culture, that's what we're dealing with this morning, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have here in front of us today?
Today we have sarma. These are traditional Bosnian style cabbage rolls that we make from scratch here in-house. So we make our own sauerkraut, our own cabbage. We do all of our own butchering, so all of our own ground beef, all of that stuff, and then everything is rolled by hand, and just like my grandma used to make.
Aw, delicious. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys get started.
Okay.
So I have to hold the mic, so I'll leave you to it. Wouldn't trust me with all of these things. So if you want to walk us through it.
Okay. So it's a pretty simple dish, but it can be complicated on the technique. So there's a few things that you have to do first. You have to line your pot before you start cooking to have a place to place your cabbage rolls. So you line them.
She's the expert, she's the pro.
And then you have your ground meat. This is a mixture of ground beef and ground veal in here. And then we have all of our spices and seasonings ready to go in here. This is some caramelized onions that are diced and caramelized. You need 1 cup of white rice that's pre-cooked. And then you add all of your seasonings.
Look how nicely she has all this separated, and this is just one of the many things you can see on the tour.
And paprika, is this paprika?
That's sweet Bosnian style paprika, which is probably one of the best that I found. It has the best color, the best flavor, and the best just overall flavor in your dish.
Adds a little something good, right?
Paprika is used in many of their dishes. And the yellow powder there?
That is vegeta. That's the traditional seasoning of the Balkans. It's a vegetable-based seasoning. And you can buy it at most supermarkets, most stores over here, as well as the paprika.
It smells so good. I'm really excited to see what you do with that.
Saffron, then that's some type of vegetable.
Correct. So it has some turmeric in it, onions, garlic powder, all of that good stuff that you want in a seasoning blend. Okay, so now we get in here with your hands. This is important to make sure everything.
Joe, you got to step up to the plate here, my friend. Come on, roll up your sleeves.
While I prep the cabbage.
Just like making Italian sausage.
That's right. There he goes.
So while he's mixing that, I have a nice thin leaf of the cabbage here. So what we do like to do is we like to cut off a little bit of that core end here to make sure that it's not too tough.
How's it going, Joe?
Oh, it's good. I got to flip it over and something got
Joe, you're getting rice on my boots.
Okay, that's the name of the song, Rice on My Boots.
Is it?
No.
It is now. We're going to make one after this.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing now? We're going to fill this thing?
Yes, we're going to fill it once he has the good mix here.
Does he have the good mix?
I'm out of practice.
What do we think, everybody? Does he have the good mix?
All right.
That's why you keep him around,
What you do
Joe.
is you grab a little bit of a handful here, about half a handful. You place it right in the center of that cabbage leaves. Press it down.
How'd he do?
He did good.
Okay.
He did good. Not a professional yet, but we're getting there. So you fold one end over, and now you have to tuck really tight. So when I was first learning how to make these, my grandma taught me how to roll them, and she told me you have to roll it tight enough that if you throw it at somebody, they fall down and break, but not your cabbage roll.
I would say let's test it out, but we better not test that out this morning.
Just made a Bosnian meatball.
Show him.
Yeah.
Just made a Bosnian meatball.
And he also made a book, everybody. So if you haven't gotten the book, you can get it at readypress.com. Again, thank you both so much for being here, and all of these wonderful people behind us. Thank you so much. All that information right here for you on your screen. Again, Joe is an icon. This restaurant's amazing. This food smells good. You have to come by. And a culture that you might not be too familiar with. So there's always something to learn here.
Yes, we're excited.
I love the combination of walking and food. All right, thanks for sharing, Dana.